Intro music. Ahoy, fellow adventurers of the mystical. I promise you've never heard a tale quite like this one before. Stop whatever you're doing and prepare to dive into the haunting waves of history and mystery. Today, we embark on a journey that isn't just steeped in salt water and sea foam, but cloaked in shadows, carried by wailing winds, and guided by flickering ghostly lights. This is the story of the spectral ships, the ghost armadas that haunt the seas with riddles left unsolved for centuries. Prepare yourself. It's a tale brimming with ghostly whispers, eerie tragedies, and seafaring legends that transcend time itself. Our journey begins with an age-old mystery, the Flying Dutchman. You've probably heard the name, right? But do you know the full chilling legend behind it? Legend has it, during the 17th century, a Dutch East India Company ship, captained by Hendrik van der Decken, set out on what would become its final journey. Sailing around the Cape of Good Hope, Van der Decken's ship got caught in furious, monstrous storms. The crew begged their captain to turn back, desperate to escape the wrath of the sea. But the captain, obstinate and blinded by ambition, declared, "I shall round this cape, if I must sail until doomsday." The storm seemed to take him at his words. The ship, along with the captain and his crew, vanished, swallowed whole by the tempestuous seas. But the Flying Dutchman didn't disappear forever. Countless mariners over centuries claimed to have spotted the ghostly ship sailing aimlessly, its torn sails glowing eerily in the moonlight. Sailors deemed it an ill omen, a harbinger of misfortune. Imagine you're out on the sea, and through the thick mist emerges a ship, ancient and decayed, manned by phantoms. Creepy, right? But hold on, the Dutchman isn't the only ghost ship out there. Every culture with a coastline has its own maritime spectre tales. For instance, in Scandinavian waters, they tell of the Drauga, or Draugen, a phantom with seaweed tangled around its skeletal frame, haunting the seas near northern villages. It's terrifying by itself. But get this, the Drauga is thought to embody the souls of drowned sailors, bound to search endlessly for the lands they never reached. In ancient Nordic lore, it serves as a warning, a blackened beacon, signaling death to whomever crosses its path. The cold, icy winds howling, the waters suddenly growing still, and then a shadow emerges from the fog. Doesn't it send shivers down your spine? And what about the mysterious tales of the Mary Celeste? Now this isn't quite a ghost ship story in the traditional sense, but listen closely. Discovered adrift in the Atlantic Ocean in 1872, the Mary Celeste was found intact with all her cargo and personal belongings aboard. Yet, the crew was gone. Not a single soul remained. Speculations have run wild ever since. Were they abducted by pirates? Taken by sea monsters? Did something supernatural intervene? The ship became a floating time capsule, a puzzle with no answer. Every chair, every table seemed to scream its own version of what happened, yet silence is all we've ever received in response. This blend of mystery and emptiness has cemented Mary Celeste as one of the most haunting maritime enigmas. Oh, but wait. Have you heard of the Japanese legend of the Umibozu? Said to rise from the surface of the ocean like a massive shadow, this spirit spells doom for unfortunate sailors. The Umibozu is known to demand barrels of offerings, refuse, and the consequences are grim. Some seafarers claim it capsizes their boats in towering waves. Picture the vivid dread of a pitch-dark sea, your only company a monstrous figure rising taller than the mast, its voice booming and chilling to the core. The sheer dread of navigating ancient seas wasn't just about the storms or the depth. It was the unspeakable, the unknown, and the supernatural. And dare I forget the SS Orang Medan mystery? This tale is not for the faint-hearted. Off the seas of Indonesia in 1947, an American vessel picked up a distress signal. A faint, crackling voice, devoid of human warmth, uttered, All officers, including captain, are dead, lying in chart room and bridge, possibly whole crew dead. I die. When help arrived, the crew of the Orang Maidan was found lifeless, their bodies scattered across the decks, with faces twisted in sheer, inexplicable horror. The temperature was unnaturally cold, even in the blistering tropical heat, and as rescuers explored the ship, bam! It exploded and sank, taking all potential explanations with it. Was this the work of chemical poisoning, or something even more sinister? A ghostly intervention? The Orang Maidan remains a chilling reminder of the mystery-filled seas we've yet to uncover. The concept of haunted oceans isn't limited to ships, folks. Some say the waters themselves hold memories, of all who perished, of dreams unfulfilled, of unfinished journeys sinking into oblivion. Ancient mariners believed that the very act of calling someone from the edge of the ship could summon spirits from the deep. And if you think this all belongs in the past, think again. Modern-day sailors still recount tales of phantom ships blinking into existence on their radars, only to vanish seconds later. Fishing nets that feel heavier than they should, as though snagged on something, or someone, from another realm. Our oceans, vast and immeasurable, carry more than just water. They carry stories, whispered secrets, and haunting shadows of the past. What binds all these tales is the same question that lingers with us today. Why do these spectral apparitions appear? Are they warnings from history, echoes of forgotten tragedies, or mere figments of overactive imaginations? Maybe they're meant to remind us of the ocean's power, its vastness, its mystery, urging us to tread its surface with humility and respect. These tales are more than just stories to scare. They're threads of culture, woven into the fabric of our collective curiosity. Pause for dramatic background music. So, are you ready to discover the next ghostly waters in our lore quest journey? The more we dig into these maritime mysteries, the deeper the ocean of enchanting tales becomes. Who knows what awaits beneath the surface of the unknown? Before we wrap up, let me leave you with this. If you ever find yourself on a quiet beach, gaze out into the horizon. Watch the undulating waves, feel the salty mist on your skin. And if, through the fog, you spot a shadow with no source, a light with no lamp, or a figure moving soundlessly across the waters, you might just be witnessing a piece of this eternal mystery. Or is it all just the work of an overactive imagination? Only time and the daring will tell. Thank you for joining me on this spectral voyage through haunted seas. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and stay tuned for thrilling tales and chilling lore. Until next time, stay curious, stay enchanted, and remember, every shadow, every whisper, and every ripple could tell a story. Until then, adventurers. Outro music adjustment for fade out.